Hey guys, this is the CurryNinja and welcome to another episode of Quick Tips. If you have any tips of your own that you want to share, leave a comment down below and I'll pick and choose the best one. We also have our own Facebook and Twitter page for you guys to keep updated when our next video will be released, so go check that out. So you have a crappy vehicle that you want to delete in your bait, but you're too lazy to hold down the right mouse button or there are cubes and parts everywhere. Fear not, just simply disconnect the pilot seat from the vehicle and try to enter a battle. There should be a notification that comes up that says that some part of your vehicle is disconnected, but ignore that and continue forward. And there you have it, another empty bait for you to mess around with. Moving on to the next tip will be triforcing, and what it basically is, at least in my definition, is armor placement that redirects the damage away from critical components. It's a very beneficial trait to have on your vehicle as it generally makes it lighter, stronger, and sometimes harder to hit. What I'm going to show you guys here is a very quick overview of triforcing and some easy techniques on building one, but for a more in-depth video on that you should probably check out Enigma's video. Link to his channel will be provided in the description below. One way to do triforcing is to simply use the prisms and tetras. They have the same armor as a regular cube, but they are much lighter and sleeker. It gives your vehicle a cooler, sharper design that is much lighter than if you were to use the cubes, and the best part is that you don't have to sacrifice defense for it. Sometimes it makes part of your vehicle harder to hit because of how the triforced armor is angled. However, make sure that you still have enough room to place your guns as the space is very limited at the start of this triforce. Another method to triforcing is called space armor. If you're not familiar with the way damage works in Robocraft, it basically spreads to anything connected to that cube. So the way space armor works is that it disconnects part of your vehicle so the damage will spread out instead of doing penetration. With all this space left, you can add in some prisms to fill in the gap and give more protection to your second, third, or more layers of armor. Don't worry though, these prisms, if you look closely, isn't connected to the block in front, so the damage won't actually travel to it. The only downside to this triforcing method is that if both sides, the ones holding your space armor, are destroyed, then the entire layer of space armor will just simply collapse. So make sure to protect the sides well, preferably with the electroplates, but even better, try not to expose your sides to the enemy at all. Here's a way to guarantee your gun or hardware survive another SMG bullet or even a volley of plasmas. I call this technique flower triforcing because it reminds me of them, and what it does is that it surrounds your component with space armor, so the cubes beneath your guns won't be destroyed since those prisms are not connected to it. The last but most important technique of triforcing is making the split core design. The purpose of this design is to drastically decrease the chance of being one-shotted and arguably make destroying your pilot seat that much harder. A simple way of doing this is adding two prisms below your pilot seat so damage coming from the front or back doesn't destroy your pilot seat as easily. If you want something more complicated, check out this split core design by Libertha. The link for this picture will be provided in the description below. And the final tip for today will involve placing the copter blade beneath your vehicle. Surprisingly, the rotor blades will still work, and it's a great way of maneuvering across the map, especially if you're a walker. I wouldn't suggest using these rotor blades beyond tier 6 as they're too big and cumbersome. In my opinion, they're not worth using at all unless you just want to enjoy building it for fun, but not for its practicality. So that is it guys for today's video. Smack that like and subscribe button if you did enjoy these quick tips, and I'll see you guys later. This is the CurryNinja.